This is Amarpal Singh before you. The One Nation, One Election bill has been finally admitted in Lok Sabha after voting. As many as 269 members have voted in favour, backing to review the bill in the Joint Parliamentary Committee, while 198 voted against it. So today, Union Law and Justice Minister Arjun Ram Meghwal moved to introduce the Constitution 129 Amendment Bill 2024 in the Lok Sabha, paving the way for the One Nation, One Election proposal. The proposal aims to hold simultaneously elections for the Lok Sabha and the state assemblies across the country. In addition, the Law Minister also sought to introduce bill to amend the Government of Union Territories Act 1963, the Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi Act 1991 and the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Act 2019 as per the day's schedule. These bills aim to align assembly elections in Delhi, Jammu and Kashmir and Puducherry with the proposed simultaneously elections.
Move for leave to introduce the Constitution 129th Amendment Bill 2024 further to amend the Constitution of India. ये आइटम नंबर 18 में है और आइटम नंबर 19 में जैसे आपने कहा, ऑनरेबल स्पीकर सर, with your permission, I wish to move for leave to introduce the Union Territories Laws Amendment Bills 2024, further to amend the Government of Union Territories Act 1963, the Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi Act 1991, and the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Act 2019. ये मैं आपकी अनुमति से आपसे लीव मांग रहा हूँ. Thank you, sir.
However, Congress MP Manish Tiwari spoke up in the parliament, opposed the union minister's move. He said that the bill moved by the Minister of Law and Justice are an absolute assault on the basic structure of the Constitution and are beyond the legislative competence of the House.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. I rise to oppose the introduction of the Constitution 129th Amendment Bill 2024 and the Union Territories Laws Amendment Bill 2024. Mr. Speaker, sir, beyond the 7th schedule of the Constitution is the basic structure doctrine. And that basic structure doctrine spells out that there are certain features of the Indian Constitution which are beyond the amending power of this House also. One of the essential features is federalism and the structure of our democracy. And therefore, the bills which have been moved by the Honorable Minister of Law and Justice absolutely assault the basic structure of the Constitution and are beyond the legislative competence of this House, and therefore they need to be opposed ab initio, and the introduction of those bills have to be stopped. Number two, Mr. Speaker, sir, how is it possible under our constitutional scheme that the tenures of the state legislatures can be made subject to the tenure of the national legislature? That is completely an antithesis of the constitutional scheme. There is absolutely no way under the Indian constitutional scheme where the states are separate constituents and equal constituents, the term of the state legislatures can be made subject to the term of the national legislature. And my final point, Mr. Speaker, sir, India is a union of states. Article 1 of the Constitution states that India is a union of states and not vice versa. And so therefore, this excessive centralism, which is sought to be brought into existence by this bill, absolutely militates against the constitutional scheme in its essence, in its entirety, and in its very object. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, sir, I would once again like to urge this House that the introduction of the bill and the consideration of the bill, because of the basic structure doctrine enunciated by the Supreme Court in the Kesavanand Bharti case, is beyond the legislative competence of this House, and therefore this bill needs to be withdrawn immediately. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
So after the bill was tabled and discussions were held, voting held for the One Nation, One Election bill. After the voting, the bill has been admitted in Lok Sabha. As many as 269 members voted in favor to review the bill in the Joint Parliamentary Committee, while 198 voted against it. Congress leader Gaurav Gogoi opposed the introduction of the Constitution Amendment Bill in Lok Sabha for simultaneous election. He said that the bill is an assault on the right to vote. However, he demanded that the bill should be sent to the JPC. DMK leader T.R. Ballu also urged the government to refer One Nation, One Election bill to the Parliamentary Committee. Even Home Minister Amit Shah also backs the proposal to send One Nation, One Election bill to JPC. So after voting, the bill has been admitted in Lok Sabha and it will be forwarded to the JPC. However, India bloc leaders are opposing the bill, stated that One Nation, One Election will finish the regional parties. So let's catch the reactions of different leaders regarding the One Nation, One Election bill.
Well, it militates against the basic structure of the Constitution. That is number one. Number two, India is a union of states. So therefore, you cannot arbitrarily cut short the tenure of state assemblies. Number three, the fundamental principles of federalism envisage that the centre and the state are equal partners in the Indian constitutional scheme. How can you make the tenure of the state assemblies subject to the tenure of the national parliament? Under what provision of the constitution do you get that leverage? So therefore, there are very fundamental constitutional questions involved. That is why this bill is being opposed consistently, or this idea is being opposed consistently since its inception.
यहाँ तक तल्लक है वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन का, मेरा जाति विचार ये है, जाति सोच ये है कि इससे डेमोक्रेसी स्ट्रेंथन नहीं होगी बल्कि वीकन होगी। हमारे देश की जो डेमोक्रेसी है उसका लोया पूरी दुनिया में माना जाता है, तो हमें डेमोक्रेसी को स्ट्रेंथन करने की कोशिश करनी चाहिए। इससे आप देखेंगे कि लोग जो हैं वो आपके उससे पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम से दूर हो जाएंगे, क्योंकि 5 साल के बाद फिर होगा भाई अब 5 साल के बाद ही जाना है, हमें जाने की क्या जरूरत है। अगर बीच में इलेक्शन होती है तो पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज दरवाजे पे चली जाती हैं, आती जाती रहती हैं, लोगों के मसले मसाइल हल होते हैं। तो मेरी सोच ये है कि गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया जो बीजेपी ने शायद इसको अपना एजेंडा बनाया है, जैसे 370 और 35A का बनाया। मुझे उम्मीद है कि आज जैसे 370 पर लोगों ने मिठाइयां बांटी थी, आज वो समझते हैं कि गलत हो गया। तो इसी तरह आप देखेंगे एक दिन ये भी आएगा कि लोग समझेंगे ये हमसे पॉलिटिकल।
और एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का नारा है। इसमें वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन अगर होगा तो यही सही होगा, क्योंकि उसमें खर्चा बढ़ता है, ज्यादा इलेक्शन होता है, एक साथ होता है तो खर्चा कम हो जाता है। तो इसके नाते सार्वत्रिक रूप से देखते हुए इसको यही कहला जाता है कि एक नेशन में एक ही वोट होना वास्तविक। इंडिया अलायंस में भी एकजुटता नहीं रही है, ये तो उनका घर का आपस का मामला ही। एक्चुअली बनाई तो था बीजेपी के खिलाफ एक वोट जीतने का एक ये था। मैं नहीं मानता हूं इसमें ज्यादा दिन टिकेगा। ये सब
है कि ये जो है आगे सफल नहीं होगा। 5-10 साल में फिर वही स्थिति आ जाएगी कि दूसरा बिल लाओ, क्योंकि जब तक विधानसभा भंग होने का प्रोविजन है 5 साल से पहले, तब तक ही लागू कैसे कर पाओगे? कोई विधानसभा 2 साल में भंग होगी तो 3 साल के लिए फिर इलेक्शन, तो इलेक्शन का तो चक्कर चलते ही रहेगा, जिसकी वजह से आप कर रहे थे।
प्रपोजिशन में सब इसका अपोज कर रहे हैं, जैसे कांग्रेस।
नहीं, वही तो आप सोल्यूशन का कहना है कि कारगर हल निकालो, ये नहीं इससे कुछ होने जाना है नहीं। बेवजह जो है वन इलेक्शन